Hello, here at Mecum Kissimmee 2025. Taking a look at this collection of Camaros and this one Nova here. Quite a nice collection. I love this Nova. Bench seat, 4-speed, no frills. Super cool little car. Original bill of sale. It's got all kinds of documentation. It is a 375 horse, 396, 25,000 and 427 miles on it. Just simply amazing. Love the color. That is sharp. I'll tell you what, it's a 70 SS 396. It reads 25,000 miles. It is an original 396 375, it states. Highly original condition, 396 375. Plenum induction. Well, I should get the hood open on this. Love that big block hood. 1 year only hood. Very hard to find. That was one of the best looking hoods that GM put out, I thought. It's cool. This car is a really beautiful example. Very low mileage, 25,000. Look at that, original carpets in it. Seats have been redone on it. These things were just like Granny's old car with a nasty big block put in it. They were relatively light. They had a front subframe. It was a unibody car. You really had to tie the stringers in if you were going to put some slicks on them. And these cars, back in the day, it's what it took to get the grip is putting some big meats up under it, It's a cool example. Neat Nova, low mileage. I see a couple snafus here and there, nothing major, but it's a really nice piece. Let's take a look at this 69 SS. I love the color combo on this. Red with white interior, black gut. This is a really beautiful example. Rare liquid tire car. Whatever that means. It must have had a liquid tire for a spare, I guess. It's a 350 car. RS SS, hideaway headlights. 300 horse, 350, which wasn't a bad motor. You can make those things rock and roll with a cam and some head work to them. The early 350s were pretty potent. That's kind of a rare option to see the signal light indicator on the fender. Very rare. Not much options on it. 100 to 125,000 for that beautiful piece. Simply fantastic Camaro. Love it. Let's take a look at this 68. It's got hood pins on it. That's non-factory. It is a Z28. Unless that's an option. I don't remember that being an option in 68. It's got the cross ram intake on it. 20,000 original miles on this car. Holy smokes. It's fantastic. What a sweet little Z, boy. That white with the black and the red interior? It's a pretty neat combo that I don't remember seeing too often, I'll tell you. It's nice. Of course, my old eagle eyes gets looking down the side of cars, just seeing what type of restoration was done on them. I don't say anything. I just look at them and compare myself. A lot of nice restorations here. Look at that 8-track player. That's neat. I don't remember this pastel blue. It's called Carolina Blue. Original owner. Wow. I don't remember a Carolina Blue. I think I've only seen one of those. That's a 396 car too, boy. Wow, that's sharp. See, in 68, they had a different hood scoop for the big blocks. That was a 68 hood that they came out with. It was super cool as well. It's too bad they weren't functional. But rain would have got in and damaged the motor. So 396, 375. Wow. Promotional car. This was one of those ones they built and wanted to make sure the public saw an unbelievable looking Camaro, and that's the one they did right there. Neat. Promotional, so it had the 8-track as a promotional deal. Air conditioning. No, it didn't have air because it wasn't available in a 396, 375 horse. It was not available with air conditioning because you don't want to take the horsepower away. This is a neat SS. Here again, black rear body panel means big block. You pull up next to that one opposed to this one, you knew you had something to work with here, this big block. I always liked these pace cars. They were cool. Hugger orange and white. Just super strikingly beautiful cars. Houndstooth interior. This one does not have the decals. It's a 396 4-speed owned for 30 years. It is amazing. I like these in the 396. There's a lot of the 350 cars running around, but not many of the big block. And most of them were 325 horse. That was a standard motor they put in when you bought this car. I don't know if the 375 was available or not on this pace car edition, but here we got a 68 Z28, original 2,200 miles. Holy smokes. Look at that. It's a brand new car, man. Right from 68. Simply fantastic, in black with the white cove stripes on it. Wow, it's an original drag car. Put back 2,302 miles. That's why it only has that. Here's some of the information about it. 488 gears. It's going to go from 130 to 160. So let's talk about that real quick. Back in the day, they turned these cars into drag cars right out of the gates. It was buy it, put headers on it, slicks, and take it to the drag strip. So many people did it. And if you didn't cut the car up as far as the back end, you know, these cars could, most everybody now is taking these drag cars and turn them into a restored piece like this. And that's quite a decision to make. If the car has got a lot of history to it, pictures, documentation of it being a drag car, maybe an NHRA record holder, so on and so forth, then you'd want to keep the car totally the way it was when it was turned into a drag car. By my 2 cents, you know, there's so many people who do that. So no harm, no foul, but look at what it takes to restore one of these cars and take it from a drag car to this. That's what I'm talking about. That's big money. This is $100,000 restoration all day long, if not more, probably in the $1.50 range. So, do you just throw 100 to 150 into a car that was a drag car and make it a regular restored piece? I want to know what y'all think about that. It's a question in my mind sometimes of those cars should be put back, but man, it's a lot of money. But look at this thing, quarter mile at a time, 2,200 miles. That is super neat. And that's why you find some of these cars are super low mileage, were drag cars, and sat around forever till they came into worth some big money, and they said, hey, we better restore this car. That thing's going for 100,000+. The old days when I was restoring cars myself, it was so cheap. I had, got materials from the jobbers cheap because I ran shops and was building cars all through the years of running collision centers. I was doing 1 to 2 cars a year. And, man, I tell you what, back then I could restore a car for 40 grand. Now, you're starting at 100 grand, depending on how bad the body is and what needs to be done to the car. So, big decisions to be made when you turn drag cars into a unbelievable restored classic like this one is. I just wanted y'all's 2 cents on that. Let me know. I hope you enjoy this beautiful collection of Camaros. I wanted to bring it to y'all, so enjoy and hope to stay tuned with me. I hope y'all are. I've got a lot coming your way, man. Muscar Corner out.